This is IMC, aka Mr. G-Man Cool 23, and I'm here with you guys right now just to let you know what's going on. Sorry for the message. That's my Facebook. You know how these phones are. Anyway, I'm here to let you guys know about my new podcast, the IMC Experience. Make sure that you check it out. If you don't have Anchor FM, you can also go on iTunes. Now, let me give you guys a rundown of the first 3 episodes. Okay, so the first episode is about monogamy and polygamy. The second episode is about abuse. And episode 3, I believe, is about infidelity. Now, what I mentioned before on my Facebook page was that I was going to drop 2 episodes every day. However, the first episode is the first episode, so that I just wanted to put it out by itself. And so now episodes 2 and 3 are out. They were just released yesterday. No. Actually, they were released this morning. Episodes 2 and 3. So please make sure that you check it out. I'm just here right now in the studio chilling. It's crazy the things that's going on in this world. As you guys know, Devin Holmes was shot inside of a moving car by an assailant. Her name is Cassandra. I forget what her last name is. Basically, he's fighting for his life right now due to a mistake that he never foresaw coming. Basically, Devin Holmes and the guy that you see in the video that's sitting in the back seat in the car had issues. They argued over Facebook the day before the situation happened. And so some believe that this was a setup, and which was the cause for the shooting to happen, which is why you see when you see the video, you notice that Cassandra's boyfriend, he moves out of the back seat as if something's about to go down. Devin gets hit. His head goes back. And then, well, I'm not going to share anymore because you guys know what happened. I was very disturbed by the video, which is the reason why I did not share it on my page. Because that's bringing in too much negative attention. And this is going back again to Facebook standards. Like, you guys know what goes on your site. Millions of times people have told you that they're tired of seeing killings and murders and all this stuff, but yet you guys still allow this on live, which doesn't make any sense. So, I feel that a petition needs to be made, or Mark Zuckerberg, who is the president of Facebook, or the CEO of Facebook, he has to do something about this, because he was talking about how security was being breached for everybody on there. But once you post your stuff, the government and everybody else is looking at your information. That's understandable because that happens. So once you sign the terms and conditions, you already know that your stuff is going to be used. But in terms of the in terms of the violent videos that have been surfaced on Facebook, something has to be done about that. Because Facebook has been around since 2003, 2004. I joined in 2009. And when I joined, none of that stuff was on there. Facebook was very different, mild-mannered. You could write to someone, write a post, like something. It's very simple. But now if you look at Facebook, Facebook has too many things now. People are dying over Facebook. Just simple arguments. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm live, so all you guys can see this. You know what I mean? But the power of social media and the medium is so strong that people often get hot-headed very easily. I remember there were these 2 women that were arguing, and I guess this other woman said, I think they were arguing about diapers or something like that. She ended up killing her best friend. I think this was a story that happened somewhere in Brooklyn. It was a couple of years ago, actually. But, Facebook has gotten crazy. They allow certain videos on their site which shouldn't be. Anything from murder to child molestation. Enough is enough of it, because we're all getting sick and tired of seeing it. The only video in which I think needed attention, and it got it, was Philando Castile. When his girlfriend put the whole situation on live for people to see what was going on. So you can know, like, this stuff is real, Cameras are very powerful. the guy in Staten Island that was killed, I forgot his name, but he didn't deserve to die like that, you know. So cameras are useful in a certain medium, but it has to be limited. You know, so the thing with Facebook, they have to stop allowing certain videos, you know, murders and stuff like that, to be allowed on their site. You know, people want to go on that site to talk to their friends, catch up with people that they haven't seen in a long time, and this is the type of nonsense that's being produced. You know, so this is the reason why it's a big issue. And I really wish people would understand, like, yo, this stuff it's real. It's real. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this violence and stuff is not good for kids to see. Kids are becoming desensitized to this. You're seeing murders happen. You know, there was a video where a guy was on Facebook Live and he was shot in Chicago. And you know what Chicago's going through right now. You know the hurt and pain that the city of Chicago's feeling. Things are crazy to a point where they're teaching people how to be first aid medics. You know, instead of waiting for the ambulance to come, they're teaching them how to, you know, how to be nurses and stuff like that and aid to the people that are getting shot. No young man or woman should have to worry about that. But in the event that something like that does take place, at least they know how to take care of it. You know, but yeah, it's just crazy. You know, it's crazy. Man, what else can I talk about? You know, I'm not sure if you guys heard about this, but the Palm Sunday massacre, the guy who killed 10 people in 1984, Christopher Thomas, was just released from prison. He is currently living next to a daycare. This was a man who brutally murdered 10 people and spent a lengthy time in jail. You would have thought this guy would get life, right? Or double life. But no, they just released him a couple of days ago. And you're like, yo, how can this be? You know what I'm saying? Like, something is not right with this. And I'm going to tell you why it's not right. What I've realized is that a lot of our jails are becoming overpopulated. And due to the fact that there's not enough room for a lot of prisoners, what they're doing is they're releasing people. And so you might wake up one day to find somebody strange walking around your neighborhood and you don't even know who they are, you know. And the next thing you know, it happens to be a murderer or a rapist, you know what I mean? And you don't know who they are or where they're coming from, but you see that this stuff is going on. So, excuse me, sorry. It's ridiculous, you know. Everybody wants to be free. Everybody wants to live in peace and harmony. But it seems that we can't even do that without stuff like this going on. And I just want people to see, like, the magnitude of everything that's happening in this country and what is to come is actually true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to realize this. Like, we are living in a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? In a real crazy time. Sorry, y'all. But we are living in a crazy time. We are living in a crazy day. And it just seems like things are going to continue to get worse. And I really hope and pray that they don't. I actually want things to get better. You know what I mean? But once again, we're living in a world where people are making up their own rules. People are deciding that they want to do things a certain way. And they just don't care. You know what I mean? That's really what's going on. You have a lot of people that just don't care about anything, you know? People committing reckless crimes and doing this and that. And you wonder, like, man, why is everybody getting off scot-free? Why is this happening? It's because no one's saying anything about it. Everybody's just going on and doing their own thing and saying, like, well, you know what? That's just how it is. That's how this world works. But we can't have that type of attitude. I know that I can't. You know, because when I see certain things going on, it's like, man, you know. I just heard that another baby girl was killed due to abuse. Like, when are we gonna start protecting our children, man? There's too many kids dying. You know? Why must this continue to go on? We have too many children that are being malnourished, that are not being taken care of. Why is it that no one's saying anything? And I'm pretty sure that someone knew about the situation. This was a little girl from Queens. You know what I mean? Little girl from Queens, man. This is ridiculous, you know? But this is what's going on in our world.